What's up, y'all? Welcome back to this week's Word of the Week podcast. It's Shannon Chaston, aka the 1% Kid, and I'm super happy to have you guys back with this week's Word of the Week podcast. Last week's Word of the Week was improvement, and I think it's something that really helped me lead my actions, my thoughts, and intentions to be super intentional about what I want to do and what I did because I had that main goal and focus that I knew the Word of the Week was improvement. I wanted to make sure everything I did allowed me to improve. As we head into this week's Word of the Week, I think this is a word that will be super helpful for all of us. And I kind of came with this word because I took a moment just thinking about what I need for this week or something that could help me to push forward and keep going. And this word came straight to my mind. Without further ado, let's get into this week's Word of the Week video, man. Let's get into it. It's us. This week's Word of the Week will be impact. Impact. What does the word impact mean? Impact is the effect or the influence we have on the world around us. And when I think of impact, I think of it's pretty similar to like kind of our purpose. I think of impact as how can we make the most of our everyday lives and what gifts we have to make an influence on others. Maybe not just others, but leave a legacy as well. I feel like that's what it means to leave an impact. And what do you want to be remembered for? How do you want to make people feel? How you want to leave people when you leave them? Right? I feel like that's kind of all the things that encompass an impact and your impact. Let's break down like what impact is a little bit more. And I feel like to help you do that is think of somebody that's left an impact on your life. It could be a coach, a teacher, a pastor, a friend, a peer. And for me, I think someone that's left an impact in my life is my granddad. He passed away when I was about the age of 10 years old. But he left an impact even though I was so young when he passed because of how he led his life. He always led his life and made no excuses. I even have a little phrase titled hard work is the key to success because he just left no doubt. He never made excuses. He helped others. He had about 20 brothers and sisters and he was the oldest, so he took full responsibility of that, right? He was responsible for all of them and made sure they had food to eat, they had the things they needed. And that's what I feel like is someone that's left an impact on my life. And I feel like that if you guys can figure out a person that's left an impact on your life, you'll kind of explain a little bit more of what truly impact means. A lot of people think like when you make an impact, it has to be something big, like starting a business, creating a huge foundation, or making a huge like money donation, but that's not what impact means. Sometimes making an impact can just be when you see someone every day, you go say hello to them, you say how they're doing, or you just give them a little smile, right? It's the littlest things that can still make an impact. Or maybe it's someone you see rushing to the door and you hold the door open for them, right? That can make an impact as well. It doesn't have to be something so big. The smallest things can make the biggest impact. And I think that's something that we truly need to believe and need to remember with this week is that even the smallest things that could be super small to you can make a huge impact on someone else. When it comes to impact, you can have two ways, right? You can make a positive impact on the world or you can also make a negative impact. And for me, I kind of put this onto like, how do we look at the world, right? I'm a glass half full type of person. I always try to be positive. I always try to uplift people because why be negative? Because when you're negative, I feel like you just bring more negativity into your life and other people's lives. So when you're positive, it's the opposite. I feel like you're gonna have positive people come into your lives, positive impact come into your life. That's the same with bringing an impact, right? You have to have a positive impact because if you don't, it's gonna be the latter. You're gonna bring on negativity, and that's not what we want, right? This world is already a place of hostility, negativity. So why bring more negativity into this world, right? Make sure your impact is the positive one. I want us all to challenge ourselves this week to make an impact. And the first way to do that is ask yourselves, or I'm gonna ask myself, is what do I want to improve when it comes to my relationship with my family, my friends, God, my business, soccer, in any aspect. I'm gonna ask these questions of how I want to improve or differentiate myself when it comes to those things. And then I'm gonna look and see are there any small changes that I can make to improve those things that I talked about. And then it's about making those small changes and seeing what the impact will be, right? And seeing what impact I can make on the others that I talked about. This week, focus on making an impact one day at a time. Remember, it doesn't have to be something big. It can be something super small. But right, It might be super small to you, but to the other person that it might be impacting, it can be huge and immense. Be sure to make that impact no matter how you're feeling, no matter what's going your way, what's not going your way. Just you can make an impact regardless. And remember, there's two ways of impact. There's two impacts you can make, a positive one or a negative one. And be sure to make sure the impact you make this week is a positive one. Together, we can build a community of encouragement and positivity this week. Be sure to leave that positive impact. Once again, I just want to say thank you for tuning in to this week's Word of the Week podcast. Like I always say, I never take this for granted, and I appreciate all you guys for tuning in. And we're going to keep going with this. If you like this, please like, comment, subscribe, and also send any more suggestions you have when it comes to a word of the week that you think could be really beneficial or could help you for the upcoming week. Please send them my way. I'm always open to suggestions, and I can't wait to hear from you guys. But like I always say, 1% better every day. Love.